First, a clear warning for those who are planning to replicate this or another Maratron setup. The most important thing about this and any other Maratron is the harness system. Think about it carefully and only use it when you're absolutely certain it will secure you adequately. After all, you're standing blindfolded on a treadmill. If you need help with your setup, have an idea or suggestion, feel free to join my Discord server. It's still very small, but my goal is to bring together hobbyists, coders and enthusiasts to work on various VR projects together. The link is in the description. There's also the link to Thingiverse, where you can find the 3D files for these parts. I will also upload all future coming parts there for free. So, what I've changed and how well it works. Let's start with the simple thing. I changed the side rails against way bigger ones. The old one were about 50 cm long and 13 cm high. The new ones are 20 cm high and about the full length, 90 cm. From the outside it might look too narrow, but it works way better and I tripped a lot less. They might look a bit crappy, but I will take care of that in the very end and in the final version. Before I think it's not really necessary to care about optics. And the other big thing I changed is the front part. I changed this from this big bulky things, which weighed about 2.3 kilo, to this new 3D printed design. It weighs about 400 grams, inclusive the wood and the screws. The main two reasons why I did this was, first I thought it would be way easier to recreate for other people, and the more people work on this, the better it will get. And the other reason was I needed some argument why I have to buy a 3D printer. And then I lied to explain my wife that it's for you guys. The wood part you see here is provisionally. I will refine it and work on it, and when I'm happy I will change it against another 3D printed part. I will upload this too. But the overall outcome really surprised me. This thing runs way easier and way smoother than I ever expected. A small advice before you're printing: choose a bright filament, so it's possible to see the laser of the mouse and you know that it's working without disassembling the whole thing. Let's come to the assembly. To recreate my new build, you need these two 3D printed parts, these nuts, some washer and some screws. A wheel you can take apart or some part with a similar function, and most importantly your own common sense. To clean the old wheel part I soaked it in cola for 2 days and then I learned it's absolutely BS and doesn't work. And now to the assembly. If you see me struggling, it's because I designed all the holes for M5 screws but looked up the wrong numbers, so I designed the pockets for the nuts for M6 screws. And yeah, that didn't fit. So I had to help myself with a little screwdriver. But you won't have the problem. I changed all the pockets and made some parts a little bit stronger on the version you can download and print. So you won't need these little washers. I only use them to close the gap. The white thing on the right side is only a piece of foam. You can use paper, foam or even a piece of fabric. It doesn't matter. I only used it to protect the mouse and to distribute the force of the screws more evenly. The wing nuts have the function that you can easily adjust the screws and fixate them, that they don't wobble loose while you're playing. The screws have the function that you can center the mouse and adjust it. I tried this setup with two different mices, one with my Razer Basilisk Pro and one with a no-name gaming mouse, which I use most of the time for the Maratron. If you buy a mouse only for the purpose, I would recommend you a really cheap one that is even on both sides, because it's way easier to set up. If you want one that runs via Bluetooth or Wi-Fi, use a more expensive one with an own dongle, so you don't have any problems with connections or disconnects. Don't wonder if the nut pocket looks a bit different on your version. Mine one cracked while I was tightening the screw at the end, and so I made it stronger on the version I put online. The screw on the round part is for the pulling cord. You have to align it with the screw on the front part of the mouse box. And you have to tighten the center screw strong enough that the parts doesn't twist to each other. But if you're afraid to break it, then just use glue. That will definitely hold up, but you lose the opportunity to play with different diameter for the round part. And now, as a proof of work, some raw uncut gameplay. I'm the Grumpy Old Dumpling, I wish you a wonderful week and goodbye.
Nope.
Wake up, friend. Welcome to Hell 2.0. Zulu
Oh, I think that was my one. In these situations, I'm always not sure if I have to kill everyone or what's my job here anyway. Huh. Always. Oh. Really? Not that hard. What I've changed since last time. It's hard to play and to talk. The rails on the side are way bigger. Until now it helps. And I mean, you see the front part, it's 3D printed now. And should be way easier to recreate for other people. Yeah, if you see this video, I wanted to have it ready way earlier, but I had some problems. Steam had an update and the Maratron wasn't recognized anymore. Possible I die. Well, I posted a small short how I fixed it, but maybe it was just a me problem and everybody else already know how to fix that. I'm really kind of bad right now. My ammunition is empty. Yes, nice. But I got this. The thing is, most of the time I'm showing you anything about the Maratron, I'm playing shooters, but I don't know really why. And by that I mean, basically I'm more the type of RPG fan. Oh, it's a shotgun. I thought it's an SMG. But it's nice to show, and for myself, I promise to myself I finish games when I start them, because I always buy games, play like the first half and never go back to them and start something new. But Zero Caliber 2, it started really strong, and then, yeah, I nearly lost all the fun in the progress. Well, there are some parts that are so laggy and just so wanky. Yeah, wasn't much fun. But these are the last 2 missions, and this one already starts strong. So we will see. Where do I have to go? $15 bullets, nice. But for real, where do I have to go? Uh-oh. Give me that! Wheel. Maybe? Nice. Yeah, I didn't play for a month, and my brain is a bit confused about navigating, talking, and registering what's happening around me. With these voice actors, I sometimes ask myself how they sound in their free time. I mean, is she talking like that every time? Like, you like a pot of tea, my dear? And is the nicest person in the world. Ooh. Is this my gun? Oh. My aim. Okay, I'm not sure how this thing holds up in the recording, what I can see then, but well, what I've changed, the radius of the top wheel is a centimeter smaller, so it's now just only 4.5 centimeters, and it should be more sensible. And while I was trying to get it back to work, I noticed that I had some wrong settings in Rewost. Well, my backward movement was put to the right stick, so every time I spin too far, I don't start going like back. I started spinning, and that confused me a bit while I'm playing. And now it's, yeah, smoother, and I would say way easier to learn for everybody. One comment was to put the strings on the outside and then let them go here. And I think that will be the next step I'm working on. And because the movement could be more direct and use more of my body radius, so that moving backwards, while now you see it's like on my leg, and I'm not always sure like how far am I. So, and I can't go really straight backwards. Well, I have to time it with my head orientation and the rotation of the T.O.D. And I think that will be way better. I forgot to play. Move the rubble. Does that mean I have to blow it up? Maybe. I never use grenades. Poof. No. Do I have to push or something like that? I wonder, because I thought rubble was this. I'm so strong. Yeah, the movements now, it's way better. If you see this, and you ask where I got this 3D printed parts, I mean, I designed it in Blender with a CAD add-on. I know how to work with some CAD programs, but later on I want to use some Blender features. So I thought I will combine everything. Do I need this? I just want ammunition. And oh. And yeah, so basically to print them 3D, I taught myself how to use Blender, the CAD add-on, and then I bought the 3D printer, and these parts were really one of the main reasons. And I now already love 3D printing. It's a funny feeling if you design something, and I mean on the computer, and then not build it with wood and so on. So just, yeah, say print, and you got a ready part. And I was really surprised how easy it was and how good it worked. So if you see the 3D files, and you're not completely happy with them, well, feel free to remix them. If you want the work files, like not the STLs, the other files. I created a Discord. Just come there and ask. I will send them to you. And if you have a nice idea how to improve them, or you need a change for your personal stuff. I mean, the Discord and my community is so small, and I like building things and yeah, do stuff. Just ask for it. Well, basically at the point now, I can customize them like personal stuff. Because I'm happy for everyone who tests this and helps evolve this idea, because I think one of the major drawbacks of VR is the more space you have, the more fun it is. And I think if you're like 14-year-old or something like that, or even older, and you have the VR goggles for the first time, and you can't move freely, it won't rock you. You won't be as amazed as I was. Blah, 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 blah. I think I have to go there. My VR story is, I think it was 2022 over Christmas, and I visited my family, and me and my two siblings got corona and was not allowed to go out, and I think then there was a lockdown in the whole country, and I was stuck there. So I illegally went out like 2 streets away and bought a used Quest 2 from someone. And the cool thing was, my first experience with it, we played in the basement and had like 5 times 5 times like 5 meter space, and it was awesome. And the ceiling was like 2 meters above us, so yeah, just awesome. And I was hooked, and now I can't even play flat screen anymore. I get bored like instantly if I try to play flat screen games. Don't know why. Whew. Already getting hot. I always think this rocket guys looks like some psycho with rabbit ears. Oh. Really? Well, you know, if you were so disappointed of a game that you're always looking for problems, and this mission is, till now, it's completely solid and fun, but I'm all the time waiting for some game-breaking jank. And that's sad. Zero Caliber 2 is really, it's a roller coaster. 5 minutes, you think it's the best game ever, and then they let you do some stupid task, like shooting the most boring artillery they ever made for a game. Or you try to pick up something for like 20 minutes. Nice. Yeah, and then you think I will quit and never play this again. You start the next mission and it starts so awesome. You see? Hide, 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 hide. Backwards. Well, I was on the Flat2VR Discord, and I really recommend it to everyone because these guys are amazing what they do. And there they discussed some stuff about the Maratron+T.O.D. And there were a guy who bought one of these like curved treadmills. And if I understand it right, he said it's way easier to move backwards with it. And the whole feeling and so on is better. But he also said, if you get it for like $600, you should grab it. And, well, it's the same like I thought about building my own treadmill. But I think that will, even if this is cheap, not many people will recreate it. So I think, or I try to make this setup as easy as possible, that really everybody with just a little bit of patience can build it, and doesn't have to have the most sick skilled in the world. Push forward. Ah, okay. Yeah, but so far nothing's ripping off. The version you see on the front there, I already made the one I will put online a bit better. For example, I made the screw holes for M5 screws, but I looked up the wrong measurements for M6 nuts. How does it? And on the thing you can download, it's already fixed. And some other improvements are made. My one for the big middle screw was a bit weak, and if I tried to tighten it, I hit the plastic PLA crack. So I made the one to download a bit thicker there. So basically you get a better version than mine. Look for down. Or is a survivor in this box? Maybe. Really?
all gone.
Awesome. Did they repair the door? Maybe you're wrong move. Is this something? No.
General, come in. This is Alpha 2. The sports center is clear. I repeat, the sports center is clear. The path is open to the last air defenses. Understood. Sending all of the local units to your location. Latest report says Dahlia's separatists are already in a fight with barracks units in the area. Charlie Mike, over. You all heard the General. We can use the chaos to take down both groups of Lokis. Come on! Let's win this battle!
Okay. Hype. I'm pretty sure they reuse this area. Shit. This could be a bit bad. No. Oh. That was stupid. Give me that, please. You see, I mean, and I'm out. This is... I'm not sure how to reload the thing. Ooh, awesome. Not really. Away. Blow up the tank? I thought the turret. I can't pick this up. Basically, I just want to test the Maratron, but I have to give you the short review that this game sucks. Tango, was it really so much shorter than Tank? But it's okay. The grenade could kill me. Nice. Essen holen? Ach so. Where? Awesome, awesome. How late is it? I can't watch it here. Why do they have red dots above their heads now? Okay. Well, I think for a first test, that's okay. And I have to cut this and upload this all, so I will save the last mission for another day with more upgrades. And yeah, even if I'm not the biggest fan of this game, it's nice to test. As you can see, you can smoothly turn around. And I played 42 minutes now exactly.